Поехали.
Alright, so we're here shopping, and basically this right here is what most people love to eat. They love the chicken nuggets. But if you take a closer look at chicken nuggets are processed foods. So a lot of the times they won't contain real meat. They're basically, what they contain is they contain like soy protein and some chicken. But a lot of this stuff isn't chicken. So I'm here, we're going to show you what are the good meats to buy and what are the good sources of protein. The good sources of protein are basically meat is a great source of protein, fish, eggs, and whey protein. But when you buy your meat, make sure you try to buy lean meat with no fat, because fat is healthy for you, but animal fat is not. Animal fat contains most of the hormones that are given to the animal while it's feeding, and most of the antibiotics, that all of them are stored in animal fat. So even if you buy something like this, you want to try to cut off as much fat as you can. Okay, so for your fats, you want to basically, the healthy sources of fats are fish and vegetable fats. You want to be getting vegetable fats and fish fats, such as salmon has good fat. There's great fat in avocados. Olive oil is a good source of fat. Peanuts, almonds, anything like that. And actually, good healthy fats speed up your metabolism and actually help you burn fat. So you want to make sure that you're getting enough fats in your diet. Fats also help with production of testosterone and also other hormones as well. So for your carbohydrates, vegetables and fruits are a good source of fat. Good source of carbs. The reason for that is that they have carbs, they have sugar. Even fruits have sugar in them, but because fruit is high in fiber, it causes the sugar absorption to be slowed down. But vegetables such as broccoli are great for you, and they also have a lot of water in them, a lot of moisture. So they also hydrate you and give you a good source of carbohydrates and a lot of vitamins and minerals. Okay, for your grains are a good source of carbs, but you want to make sure that you're eating whole grains, or you're not eating something processed, and you want to make sure that the whole grains actually have whole grains and not a lot of added ingredients. So for instance, when you go to Subway and you buy like their whole wheat bread, I mean, it's really just like white bread with some chemicals in there. You want to make sure that this is actually whole wheat in here and not a lot of added ingredients. And that's basically it for carbohydrates. You can also get great sources of carbs come from oats, oatmeal, very cheap. So these are basically your processed foods. All this right here, even the breads, these right here, they're processed. Basically, men makes these foods and they break them down. And when they break down the food, they take the grains, and when they process the grains, they take all the nutrients out of the grains. They take all the fiber out of the grains. So this food becomes pretty much like sugar. Like it has a high glycemic index, so you're basically eating sugar when you eat these processed foods. Another bad thing about eating processed foods, which is probably the worst thing, is all the chemicals, all the nutrients disappear when they process the foods, so they have to add chemically made nutrients. Like you see all the vitamins and all the iron and everything in here. The reason why you see all those vitamins added to the processed foods is because the natural nutrients disappear when they process the food. So you want to try to stay away from these, because any processed food has chemicals and things like that in there. You want to eat whole foods that look like they've been made by nature. They look like real food. So you want to try to stay away from anything processed. A good way to do that is to shop outside the aisles. And you don't want to shop inside the aisles, because inside the aisles you're going to mostly see just processed foods.